Now Stubbs with a chance. 2 outs, 1-1. Fly ball left field. This could do it. Franklin back. That is gone. A walk-off from CJ Stubbs. USC wins 6-4.
CJ Stubbs, the hero. You love it. A bomb to left. SC pays back.
And we've got him in here this morning. CJ Stubbs, good morning, my man. Going to get you in here. It's fantastic to have you on the broadcast, and thanks for coming in, dude.
Yeah, Scotty, thanks for having me.
All right, so the way the show runs, gonna talk some, of course, ASU baseball, all that good stuff, and then we're gonna get into something special at the end. We kind of talked about it earlier, and looking forward to that. But when I watched that video of that walk-off home run, which for me, just in getting to know you for so long and getting to watch you play baseball and football and everything for my entire life, your entire life, I see two sides of it. I see the first one in the fact that awesome, walk-off home runs are fun. It was fun to see you and your teammates go crazy over that. But the other side of it is the fact that on how you had Tommy John just over a year ago, and you come back, you were a pitcher your first 2 years at USC, and then you come back and now you're a positional player again, you're hitting, and you're able to get a walk-off home run for your team. It just must feel awesome to be back on the field in that aspect and be performing so well this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy ride. 2 years ago, I was just pitching on the mound, and then my freshman year, I was pitcher and a catcher. I've kind of done it all. And to be back behind the plate this year, kind of my love, something that's kind of run deep in the family. It's been really fun, getting to walk off a top team in the nation for my team, and have that moment was great for me and my family.
That moment coming back on February 23rd, so early on in the season, and yeah, it was super fun to watch. And you said the ties run deep in your family. Your older brother Garrett was a catcher at USC, and now here you are in your redshirt junior season. I know you're playing a little bit of outfield too, and just being an athlete in that. For the transition from being a pitcher and arguably, if not the ace pitcher your sophomore year for USC, to now being a catcher, outfielder, you've played some DH this season too. How did that transition go, and going from being on the mound to an everyday positional player?
Yeah, it was different because I've never played a full season. Like in high school, you only played 35 games, and we're playing 4 games a week, and your body gets tired. But with kind of the background of just like the team and everyone behind you, and getting out there every day, and it's motivational from every aspect. And I'm just really excited to be out there every day. It's tough being a pitcher sometimes.
Right.
You're only out there once a week, and you don't get the impact.
And you talk about an impact, and something you did all summer, which you and I got to kind of be close quarters with for the majority of the summer, is that you were actually a pitching coach. So you go from being a pitcher and a pitcher at a top team in Division I baseball at one of the highest levels of baseball to getting hurt, sitting a season out. You redshirted in the 2018 season for USC, and then you go into the summer still doing some rehab, and you're actually a coach on that side. How was that experience? How do you think that's helped you this season?
Being on both sides of baseball, it's let me learn a lot about the game. I didn't think I was going to play this summer. I was still rehabbing. If I was pitching, I wouldn't have had the chance to play this summer.
Right.
So I started off as a pitching coach down on a team called the San Diego Force, and it was fun. I mean, I learned a lot about what coaches go through and how they have to deal with players and how players get frustrated with their coaches. Mm-hmm. I've been fortunate to do it kind of all, and it taught me a lot about the game. It's made me appreciate the game more, and I mean, it was also fun seeing you every day.
That was fun. That was a little extra perk, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
You talk about you're a coach of the game, kind of a student of the game, and the fact that you appreciate it. I think you've appreciated it your entire life. For me, getting to watch you play from the Del Mar Powerhouse to the Cobras to the Torrey Pines Falcons now at USC, and some more this summer in the San Diego Force, it seems like you've always had a great appreciation to the game, and it's something that you've been a student of the game, whether you've always been a pitcher, you've been behind the dish. Do you think just your career and the fact that you've been on every single side of baseball there is that gives you an edge today?
Yeah, I mean, I've always surrounded myself by baseball. All my best friends love baseball, including your brother and my best friend, and we talk about it every day. So it's easy to keep that love for it. Sometimes it's hard to understand why you love it because it's so frustrating at times. But, just always talking baseball and always thinking about baseball and relating things to baseball. And that's how you keep your love for the game. And, at the end of the day, I still get to play baseball, and not a lot of people can say that.
Right, and it's pretty cool. In your fourth year in college, you're still balling out, as I said earlier, one of the highest levels of baseball. And you kind of talk about that love and the fact that you're just always talking baseball. Baseball is a tiring game. I know it is for everybody. It's one of those games that you fail far, far more often than you succeed. So your mindset going through many years of failing in baseball, how have you been able to get through that and keep that love for the game?
My family. It was a really tough last year to keep that love for baseball with being out with Tommy John and they saw me at my darkest moments and some of my coaches saw me at my darkest moments. But keeping those people around and letting them remind you that it's going to be okay at the end of the day and keep pushing and look to that next moment where like, hey, you get to pick up a ball in a week. Hey, you get to 90 feet in a week. And always looking towards that next milestone and even being back already, hey, look towards that next weekend. You strike out. You look towards that next at-bat.
So it's kind of on a slow and gradual ladder of just improving for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about staying in the moment, but at the same time looking forward to the next pitch.
Well, looking forward to this weekend. I am specifically in ASU coming to town as we're broadcasting live on campus of ASU right now, and ASU going to Los Angeles to take you guys on, and they're one of the top teams in the country right now, 25-2. They just dropped their second game of the season on Tuesday, and you guys have lost your last 3 games, lost a 3-game series to UCLA, and then just lost earlier this week on Tuesday to Cal State Fullerton. For you, do you think that going up against the number 5 ranked team in the country after losing 3 games, that it's kind of a great opportunity to get a bounce back and kind of resurge this season in some of the games you've lost recently?
Yeah, hey, let me tell you, I have all the confidence in the world in our team, and we went up against a team, UCLA, who's number 1 in the nation, and took it to them on Friday. Tracy Smith's doing a great job. Obviously, they're 25-2 right now. They got some big bats with Hunter Bishop and Spencer Torkelson, but you know what? We're ready to take on any challenge. We can compete on any day,
right.
And we're just looking to get this thing going again. Just one pitch at a time, not trying to win all our games back at once. But I'm excited. They got to come to us, and we have a good chance to do it on the national stage and take them down.
Seems like you got the right mindset going into it, and the fact that it's kind of forgetting everything else, but they're a great team, and you have an opportunity. In the fact that you guys, although you've lost your past few games, you guys are a great team, and you seem confident in that. Is it the same for everybody in the program and in the confidence level that you have in your team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's hard taking a loss, especially your third, and then come back the next day and practice and trying to keep that mindset. But we had a great practice yesterday. Everyone had their heads high, always looking towards that next game. And I can't say enough about this team and how we've kept our heads high even through the down times. And I still believe in this team.
Right.
Still early to reach towards that middle of the season, but without keeping your head up, there's no way you're turning it around.
And I think that last thing that you just said kind of goes towards your entire mindset and pretty much your experience in baseball the past few years and keeping your head up. You said earlier that you're at some of the lowest of times, especially when you're getting over your Tommy John surgery for the first time and probably the longest time in your life you weren't playing baseball, and now you're back. And does it kind of feel like this season it's kind of everything's out the window? It's all about just having fun and playing ball because you can have the opportunity again?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Once you start putting pressure on yourself, that's when the game isn't fun. I'm just excited to be back on the field. Having a chance to be the general behind the dish and having a chance to control the staff. It's been a blast this year. Let me tell you.
You've been, you just said it, a general in the fact that your first 2 years you were a pitcher. You pitched over 100 innings for USC, and now you're a catcher. You play a little bit of left field. I know it's kind of a 70-30% type thing, and you DH from time to time, most of that in midweek series. But for your approach in going into the ball field, What do you find that's different in the fact that you're going to be a catcher or positional player rather than being a pitcher? Or is it different at all?
Really that general aspect, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
As a pitcher, it kind of took away my leadership in a sense. Not being out there every day, it's hard to lead from the bench, and I realized that. Not being on the field is a tough time to lead, but being out there every day, I've had a chance to get back into my role and get some guys behind me and get some guys together and just trying to take this thing one game at a time.
I think it's funny you say how you kind of had a trouble leading, because that is something my entire life I've seen you do your entire life, whether it be from the Delmar Powerhouse to the North County Cobras to the Torrey Pines Falcons, now to the USC Trojans. I've gotten that special opportunity to watch you firsthand at nearly every level, and now getting to watch it from afar, but still firsthand at the highest of levels. And it's been many years of ball. The biggest constant I've seen for you is your leadership skills. You've always either been a captain or you've been the captain, whatever sport, whatever team it was, and a successful one at that. So it's interesting to hear you say that you struggle with that. And so today, there still has to be challenges in leadership, like you just said. How are you still working to challenge yourself to be a better leader within the USC Trojans program?
Yeah, just continuing to surround myself by leaders.
Uh-huh.
We have a great leadership council going right now, and I think some guys are bought in. It's definitely hard to get everyone to buy in. I mean, you got 35 guys who aren't all best friends, but you know all your brothers at the end of the day, and really getting everyone to buy into that concept is what really makes a team.
Yeah, and the team, in a team atmosphere, there's always going to be failure, especially in a sport like baseball, like I said earlier. And 70% of the time, if you fail, then you are awesome. And for you, I've seen you've had a lot of success in sports, whether it be, Pop Warner football, got to see baseball being the pitcher of the year in the Palomar League, leading a team to a league championship in your senior year in high school, and now being the guy on USC in the fact that you were a pitcher first, now you're in the positional player. You've definitely had a lot to be proud of in your career, especially in the bounce back. So away from sports, away from baseball and all that sense, what are you most proud of?
I'm just proud to be a Trojan, really. It's been something that's running in our lineage for 8 years now, and driving up my freshman year of high school to games on Tuesdays and then make it back for a game on Wednesday for my freshman year. It's pretty full circle, making those 2-hour drives to watch my brother every day, and probably been to 150 plus games in the stands, and then now to be able to play for them, it's just special.
It's been special to watch in that aspect too, since I know you've been a USC guy your entire life. I've had a lot of fun, especially when we were younger, rooting for the Trojans, and the fact that now that you are a player and as I said, one of the guys on the team is so cool for me to see. So happy for you, so proud of you in that aspect. It's just so exciting for me to watch, CJ.
Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah, and we're going to do a new tradition. I texted you about it earlier in the final little moments of our fun chat this morning. It's our Learn Something New. My favorite part about this show, if you don't know, is the last 10 minutes. It's always about a Learn Something New segment. Our guest host, Joran, is in here. He's got something cool in a life philosophy aspect. And for you, if there's a quote, a special philosophy that either lately or your entire life you think has helped you, you've learned something off of it, what do you think it is? And I basically just want to learn something new and what goes through the mind of CJ and the attitude of gratitude and the success and all that for you.
Yeah, it was an easy answer for me because I've been taught my entire life by my mom and dad that you reach for the highest of goals. So my quote for the morning would be, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars." Something that's pretty cheesy, but at the same time, if you break it down and realize that if you reach high and you set your goals high, then you're setting yourself up for success.
You're a star, CJ. Thanks so much for calling in. I really appreciate you, man.
Scotty, can't wait to see you.
All right, man. Yep, good luck this weekend. Good luck the rest of the year, and I'll see you soon.
Have a good day.
See you, buddy.